reached the Delaney Cowboys Certified Correct Playbook.
Welcome back to the Delaney Certified Correct Playbook. The Dallas Cowboys have jumped out to an early 14-0 lead. It looks like Mr. Jones took great notes off of my last video. That was good, good viewing by him. We saw a fullback in front of Mr. Elliott the way I explained on my last video. The more Elliott runs behind that fullback and follows that fullback into the hole, then he can make his read on which hole he wants to make his cut, and then he's going to always get positive yards out of that. So one thing about Mr. Jones, he does great note-taking, and we've seen a couple of drives where Elliott followed that fullback, got a good 7 to 10 yard run, and then he followed the fullback right into the end zone. It's going to make him have a longer career. If you're going to pay a running back $100 million, it might be smart to get a fullback in front of him to preserve his career. It'll be the difference in Elliott playing 10 years or Elliott playing 6 years if you're always going to be lining them up in the backfield by yourself. Okay? One to grow on. Now, the Cowboys did another thing that I described. I've seen some blitzes by the linebackers. I've seen some press coverage, but I'm still not seeing enough press coverage on the defense, so we're going to look at them the next time they come out. I want to see bump and run coverage, and I need Rashard to show Jones and Awazie about their technique. There's a technique when you're going to play bump and run coverage. There's a way you do it. There's on some of these plays, I see the bump and run coverage, but Awazie and Jones, you're not getting a good enough bump. You need a coach to come show you how to get a good enough bump. You got to knock these receivers off their routes, and I need to see more corner blitzes from these corners. I need the defensive coordinators, Marinelli and Rashard, to get a lot more creative. Don't get happy when you get up 14-0, and then you start playing 7 yards off. When you get up 14-0, that's when I want to see you start blitzing the damn corners to get in there and knock this goddamn quarterback on his goddamn ass. Okay? So let's pay attention to detail is what we want to do. Don't worry about being up 14-0. All right? You still be smart with the design of your blitzes, and you keep pressure on this quarterback off and on. Let's see what Marinelli and let's see what Rashard's going to do. I'll be blitzing right now. You got these guys back to the end zone here. Okay? You don't want to let these guys out of this hole. Okay? You can fake the zone coverage and then go ahead and send a zone robber blitz. Okay? They're not used to you doing it. I don't remember the last time I saw the Dallas Cowboys get a safety. See, this is the kind of thinking that you need from your coordinators on your football team. Okay? I'm not thinking, oh, well, let's just hold them here and let's see if they'll punt. I'm telling my defense, hey, this guy's about 9 yards away with the end zone in his back. If we can make him drop back on 2nd down or 3rd down, I'm sending a corner blitz. I'm trying to tackle this guy and toss his ass in the end zone to see if I can get a safety. Okay? This is the kind of thinking you need from your coaches. Okay? So let's see if they can come up with the correct blitz. All right, we got 3rd and 4 here. If I'm Marinelli and I'm Rashard, okay, I'm going to go ahead. I'm going to cover with 6. 5 people are coming in. I don't care where you blitz them from, but I want to see more than a 4-man pass rush. Okay? All right, I'll take that. But if he would have dropped that, if that quarterback would have dropped back the pass, anybody with a football brain can see the problem. That would have only been a 4-man pass rush, and that quarterback would have had time to pick up the 4 yards on some kind of crossing route. Okay? We got to start understanding when it's critical on 3rd down, okay, you got to start sending somebody from somewhere. I don't care where you send them from, but you got to send them from somewhere. A middle linebacker, an outside linebacker, or a corner. I don't give a damn who it is. You got to send one more person, an extra guy, to disrupt that quarterback. You can't let these quarterbacks sit back in this pocket, especially when you're the Dallas Cowboys and you ain't won shit in 25 years. Okay? Now, believe it or not, this play right here, if I'm the offensive coordinator, if I'm Kellen Moore, I'm sending in a flea flicker right now. Okay? You give that ball to Elliott, he runs up to the line of scrimmage, then he turns around, tosses it back. Okay? That's called creativity. Okay? You got that would mean you got a coordinator that has a goddamn football brain. Okay? And he's not handling his job like a goddamn high school gym teacher. All right? Now, that's what should have been called on that play there. That should have been a flea flicker. All right? Nah, they don't got enough goddamn sense to think like that. Okay? Okay, now you just blew it on 3rd and 1 again. I told you that you go a 12 personnel and you fake that goddamn handoff to Ezekiel Elliott when it's 3rd and 1 or 4th and 1. Okay? And then you throw the ball to the outbreaking tight end. Now here it is, 4th and 1 again. Okay? Now, you better throw the goddamn ball like I told you. You didn't run the exact play that I taught you, but you know you got to throw the ball when they got 9 people in the goddamn box. You got to start using your goddamn brain. For anybody that didn't see my last video, let me show you the play that I instructed them to run in this kind of situation when it's 4th and 1 or 3rd and 1. It's still on my board. Let me show you. So it's like the Delaney Certified Correct playbook instructed them on the last video. Okay, let's count them. The Philadelphia Eagles just had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 people in the box. 3rd down and 1, 4th down and 1. I'm in a 12 personnel, which is a jumbo package. Fake that ball to Elliott. Fake the ball to Elliott. The lead block goes through. That sells the run. I got a chip block by the tight end. That sells the run. Chip block by the tight end. That sells the run. 2-yard out. Fake the ball. You dive over the top. This is excellent for the goal line, too. But I got a better play for the goal line. It's a 12 personnel, too. But when Jerry Jones sends me a nice little $200,000, $300,000, $400,000 check to that P.O. box, and by the way, I got your letter, Mr. Jones. I appreciate the response from the letter that I mailed you. That was a great response, but it would have been a little bit better if you would have had a check in that big yellow envelope that you sent me. I was looking for the check. I dug my hand in there and I didn't see my check. Maybe you'll get around to that soon. Hopefully it'll be real soon. But anyway, 12 personnel, like I said, so, they'll suck them in. They got 9 men in the box. Now, all they would have had to do is that fake there, and then boom, you're 2-yard out. You're going to have a one-on-one here, and then he can stutter step, chip block if it's man press coverage, do a fake chip block, sell the run with the receiver too. Then when he takes off, you burn him on that 9 route right there because 9 people in the box, this is one-on-one. You zip that ball across there, Prescott. That'll go in for a home run. But in that same vision, you come down. If it's covered, then boom. If he's got to step on this 2-yard out, boom. On a 3rd and 1, 4th and 1, you got one-on-one, and one-on-one. You got to have a football coach that's not a high school gym teacher. This is the National Football League, ladies and gentlemen. Oh, I haven't done something in a long time. Let me check on my trophies. Oh, championship. Oh, Delaney was a champion. Delaney was a all-star. Delaney was a champion. Delaney was a rookie of the year, an all-star, and the most improved player of the league. Oh, damn. All right, let's get back to the game. That's a good job, Jerry. You let them know what I instructed. When there's 9 people in the box, you throw the damn ball and stop running Ezekiel into these brick walls like I've been instructing you to do. Okay? Look how wide open this man is. Okay? Okay? There's no reason on 4th and goal, 3rd and goal, or 3rd and 1, 4th and 1 on the field here to keep running Ezekiel Elliott into these brick walls. Okay? All right? Now your coach doesn't look like a goddamn circus clown. Looks like somebody thought of a play. Okay? My only problem is if Delaney's going to keep feeding you the meal, who's going to pay for the goddamn ticket? I don't see a check in my goddamn P.O. box. Okay, so here's the corner blitz as I described it. This time they actually went out after the quarterback. They didn't do what Owazie did against the Green Bay Packers. You run up to Aaron Rodgers' face, wave your hands, you stop, wave your hands, and then Rodgers completes a 15-yard pass. No, you actually went to tackle the quarterback. That's what you do on a cornerback blitz. You try to knock the quarterback on his ass like I've been describing. All right, finally we got some defensive coordinators sending in some blitzes here. Okay, we're not looking like high school gym teachers anymore. Okay, when you haven't won shit in 25 years, there's supposed to be a goddamn sense of urgency. Okay, looks like someone's getting the message. It's about time. Now, this is where I don't want the Cowboys defensive coordinators to get complacent. Send at least 5 people up on this line of scrimmage here. We don't want no 4-man pass rush on no 3rd and 18. They chose to just do a safe play, which was probably a safe bet for the Eagles. But if they drop back, I want to see a 5th man coming, okay? This is a good first half for the Dallas Cowboys, and this is what happens when your football team just ain't a big billion-dollar stadium, a bunch of cheerleaders and a bunch of hot air. When there's actually football coaching going on the goddamn football field, okay? This is the result when you have a half of football coaching. You actually get football results. There's an actual football game going on the goddamn field, okay? Once you guys get past all of the goddamn lights and cameras, there's an actual goddamn football game that needs to be played. Well, we'll take this win for tonight. I'm still pissed about that New York Jets game. If I'm the owner of the Dallas Cowboys, Jason Garrett would have been getting back Friday afternoon at around 4 o'clock from his walk back from New York City because he wouldn't have been allowed on the team plane. Okay. All right. So I'm going to go ahead and make an early warning. The Buffalo Bills are hammering people, and they're coming down here on Thanksgiving Day down to Arlington, Texas. The Cowboys better have their shit together. I'm telling you that right now. All right, so I'm still pissed. We'll take this for tonight. The Cowboys better show much more consistency. They got a little bit of their play calling up under their feet today. We need to see it every week. No, do what you're supposed to do this week and then go back to vanilla next week, okay? Can't be none of that going on. That's going to do it from the Delaney Certified Correct Playbook.
Podcast I was listening to yesterday, one of the rare podcasts. If Jason Garrett got fired, who's hired? What's his next job? See the head coach at Princeton, his alma mater? There's no NFL team making the head coach. I'm not certain of what NFL team is lining up to make him an offensive coordinator.
Remember, you cannot win a football game in the National Football League if your coach doesn't understand how to outcoach the other team's coach. You're gonna lose. As I always say, see you next time.
Thanks for joining in. See you next time.